Hi everybody! You know that I'm in Dublin at the moment, and today I want to tell you something about the difference between Dublin and Bochum. So, Dublin is such a great city. It is of course bigger than Bochum. You can see it here in the map. And there are more bars and restaurants in Bochum too. This is Temple Bar. It's a very famous bar in the center of Dublin. But that is not the only thing that I like about Dublin very much. People are actually friendlier than people in Bochum. I have a very friendly person here in one of the pictures. You see, when I was lost in Dublin, a very friendly Dubliner helped me out. So people are friendlier here than people in Bochum. When I think of the sights, I must say that they are more interesting and also cooler than the sights in Bochum. Yesterday, I went to the library in Dublin. You can see it here. It's in Trinity College, and it is much bigger and much older and much more interesting than the library in Bochum. The weather is sometimes bad in Bochum, but it is worse here in Dublin. Here you can see a very grey sky, and I often need to take my umbrella with me. You really need it here in Dublin. So the weather in Dublin is worse than the weather in Bochum. Put it away. Right, but one thing that is very important, I think, the landscape outside Dublin, for example here you have a nice picture. It is grey, but it doesn't matter. Here you can see the landscape outside Dublin is much nicer and much more beautiful than the landscape in Bochum. Look at this. So I would say that living in Dublin is nicer than living in Bochum. Alright, that was my comparison of Bochum and Dublin. Now I want to tell you a few things that you need to keep in mind when you make a comparative. So, the rules are the following. First, for one-syllable adjectives, you just add ER. For example, old becomes older. The library is older than the library in Bochum, and it is nicer. If the word end in consonant, vowel, consonant, the consonant is usually doubled. That's the second important thing. So big becomes bigger with 2G. Third rule, two-syllable words that end in Y, there you change the Y to EIR. For example, friendly becomes friendlier. The people are friendlier than in Germany. Other adjectives, and that's rule number 4, with 2 or more syllables, there you use more with the unchanged adjective. For example, the landscape in Dublin is more beautiful than the landscape in Bochum. To compare one thing to another, you may have realized this already, you use then. The landscape is more beautiful than in Bochum. But be careful, you spell this then with A, not with E. That's the then that you know already. About the pronunciation, when you say it is bigger than Bochum, make sure that you don't stress the than too much. It is bigger than and older than. So that's basically it, guys, about the comparatives. Now it's your turn. For tomorrow, I want you to prepare a short talk in which you compare 2 places to which you've been. Write at least 7 sentences and use the different types of adjectives, all the different adjectives that I've given you. Search the internet, maybe you can find some pictures that you can use for your presentation, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!